Hello guys, it is back on another Minecraft video, and on today's video we are going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about, a ship that I failed, because if you read the title of this video, it will be called MS Bergensfjord, a failure, or something like that. I haven't written the title right yet, but this is a cruise ship I've actually been building since August, and that's a long time since August. And I actually thought, and I'm just gonna start from from the right beginning. This is MS Bergensfjord, owned by Fjordline, and I have actually been on board her, so I wanted to build her, and I started on August 2020, so a long time ago. And this ship has had a lot of changes. I've actually been trying to build the ship 4 times before this time, and this is actually the closest I've been to completing her. But unfortunately I couldn't complete her because of really sad reasons that I will get into soon. And this, I'm just gonna say the sad reasons why I couldn't finish her is because she just had more errors than being completed. And I've been building her since August, so it just took too long time. And there were just too many errors on the ship. So I just gave up on her. And another reason is there's no pictures or good pictures of her. There is quite decent, but there's no good ones. So this is one of the newest version on real life, because the ship got revamped or updated quite recently. And on that version there's 0 pictures, so that would be that became a problem quite quickly. So I just had to do the quite older version. But I think it's fine. This is my favorite cruise ship I've built, but sadly she didn't finish. So I'm just gonna show a small tour about how much I did of her and how much I didn't. And again, she is not complete in any way or form. I would say that she's 70% complete, 80 maybe. So she was really. So I actually was going to finish her, but I sadly couldn't. So I'm just gonna start from back here. Here's a helipad. I actually love being here in real life because how big it is, and I just love this area. Up here is seatings and a crane to a cargo hold right there. So there's the outer decks. Here's a small playground with a mini version of the ship. I actually used quite a lot of time to actually detail the small version of the ship, but it was really fun. Inside of here is conferences, I guess. And there is actually a tour of the engine room and the full ship, but it was pretty I used it a lot, but it didn't show every part of the ship, unfortunately. So I just had to improvise a lot of time. So just to keep you in mind, here is the sky bar. It's a bar on board this ship. I think it's called sky bar or something like that. I don't remember. Here are some cabins. These are actually newer cabins that just was recently added, or 2 years ago, and there was 0 pictures of it, so it was so hard to know how it looked like, so I just improvised. So here's the front cabin, the view cabin. I don't remember what it's called. Captain suite, pretty small. No, here's the atrium of the ship. I'm going to call it the atrium, but it's not the atrium. Here's a painting of some sort. We can go down a deck. Here's cabins. No, here's crew and cabins. So I really like the ship, one of my favorite ships in real life. Here's the bridge. She actually started on a bridge but never got to complete it. There, I'm just going to go through the cabins. So more cabins. So we will go down one more deck. If you see, she's really uncompleted. I tried to make her complete, but I couldn't. Here are a full cabin deck. You see cabins and many more cabins. There's behind the lifeboats and stuff. So we can go back now. If this the way, yes. The ships are quite confusing because, yeah. And one thing I'm pretty happy about is that I found the real deck plans and the arrangement plan. So I have the engine room in my I have the engine room plan. So this is the entertainment decks. Here's paintings and stuff. Here's a small shop called what's the shop called? The 24 to go, I think. It's a pretty small shop, a 24-hour shop. Here is a reception, and you can actually see from now that the areas that I didn't complete. Pretty sad to see. There's like a dance floor or piano floor, I don't remember. Here's a random bar. Or it's not a random, it's just, I don't know the name of it. Here is the Fjord Lounge. The main lounge of the cruise, or the ferry. She's a ferry, not a cruise ship. A cruise ferry to be more exact, but I'm gonna call her a cruise ship. And not to be too technical, but the main lounge is right there. But it's sad that I can't complete her. Here's like a stage with a TV screen and backstage, I guess. Here is like a cruise staircase that was on the deck plan, so I knew that there's a staircase here. Here is a small part of the Fjord Lounge. If see, I got creative and actually made a model of the ship with head, and I'm pretty proud of how it turned. This is arcade, I think, but I don't know because there is no deck plans for like the older deck plan shows the arcade, but the newer deck plans doesn't show arcade. So I was pretty unsure what to put there, so I just had it plain. Here's some few restrooms and toilets. Yes, nothing special to see there. So now we can move afterwards. Here's a shop that's called Shop 7. This took like 3 weeks to build because there was like no pictures. And the last time I was on the ship in real life, this shop doesn't exist, so I did not know that there was a new shop here. If we cross to the street, here is the kids area. Again, this is new to the ship, or I'm not gonna say new, but last time I was there, this area wasn't a kids club. Here's like a restaurant slash buffet where they eat. It's called like the Oasis Garden Cafe or something like that. I don't remember it. Another part of the kids club. I saw this area in one of the videos that Fjordan had, and I just like had to you go like frame by frame, and this is the best I could do. Here is the buffet for the seating area. I actually ate on this buffet quite a lot, so I actually know how it was, but I don't remember it at all. Here is another staircase. I pretty like how these staircases are. They're really confusing. So here's the mid staircase, I think. So we can move back down. Here's the elevator. Some seating. I actually remember sitting here. It was pretty fun to sit here. Out here is actually the lifeboat deck. So if you're wondering, here is the lifeboats. They're pretty alright lifeboats. If you see, I tried to make them as accurate as possible. So yeah, we can move back now. Here is like a small lounge. Here is like a random like Starbucks or a coffee shop. I didn't know it was there till because this is actually a new feature. So I just left it plain because there were like 0 pictures. We have the Grieg Steakhouse. Here's just a fancy steakhouse. So yeah, it's really fancy, upper class steakhouse. And back here is like the commander buffet or something like that, the main buffet of the ship. So that is pretty cool. So to get downward, we actually need to go down here. And damn, it's dark here. The car decks. I actually built the car decks quite recently. So yeah. This area was just built yesterday before I found out that I just made the ship too wrong and had to give up on her. So this is the car deck, if you were wondering. So yeah, here is the car deck. There is actually a truck deck also. I'm just gonna break my way in. Never mind. I'm just gonna slash through. Come on. There we go. So this car deck was actually just built yesterday. So this other car deck, I mean, I tried to put quite a lot of details if you see here, but it looks pretty plain to be honest because there is no details in the ship. And yeah, that's the thing I did in the car deck. Go down to the engine room. I had the deck plans for the engine room, and that's the coolest thing I did for the ship, to have deck plans. So this is actually the layout for the deck plans itself. I was pretty impressed when I found out the deck plans. And these are V12 engines, I think. Pretty 4 V12s on the right place that they should be in. So that must be everything on this fjord line. One of my favorite ships. Again, she took a long time, and I just gave up on her. That's really sad. But she, like, if I actually tried to complete her, she would not be really well. She would be inaccurate and not good at all. So one of the things that was the hardest about the ship is the bow. Wow, the bow is impossible because the shapes are just really weird, to be honest. So the bow took a long time to build and it was really hard. I remember trying to build a bow, but if you see, she is pretty alright, to be honest. But now is one of the first thing I will like announce, and is that I'm rebuilding her. I'm rebuilding her sister called MS Bergensfjord. If you see, I've already started on her. She will be better in every way possible. And this is how much I've been, or I just copied from that ship, the older one, to this one. But if you see, she is quite taller because I tried to make the decks taller. She is again the same scale as her sister, and it will be pretty interesting to see how long time it will take. So if you see, I'm trying to build Bergensfjord, her sister ship, and it will not be the up-to-date, it will be the like older version. That means that the newer things won't be there, like the bars and this cabin deck. So that's just one of the first thing I want to talk about, and the second thing is about my Discord, because if you don't know, I have a Discord, and the Discord is pretty dead right now, but I will make it alive soon because I will like tease about that ship, the new ship. So if you want to see updates on that new ship, if you're interested, please join my Discord server. It's free, and yeah, it will be in the description down below. And now is the second thing I want to announce, and it is I will show my new ships that I've been building lately. And I've been using quite a lot of time of them, and I pray they will be finished because I think they're really cool. And so, in the next part, like right after the video, you will see a small cinematic of the new ships getting announced. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed the announcements and the cinematic for the new ships. See you next time. Goodbye.